All right, let's get into it. Did you know that plants are basically nature's superheroes when it comes to fighting climate change? They absorb carbon dioxide, CO₂, from the air, and that's a pretty big deal. But how do we actually figure out how much CO₂ one plant can absorb over its entire life? That's where calculus swoops in, specifically integration. Let's break it down step by step. Imagine you're observing a tree, let's say a young oak. It doesn't just absorb the same amount of CO₂ every year. When it's a baby, it absorbs a little. As it grows, it really steps up its game. Then as it gets old, it slows down. So the rate at which it absorbs CO₂ is always changing. Here's the cool part. If we know how fast the plant is absorbing CO₂ at any moment, we can use integration to add up all those tiny changes over time. In math terms, if RT is the rate of CO₂ absorption at time t, then the total CO₂ absorbed from, say, year 0 to year 20 is the integral of RT from 0 to 20. That's written like this: 0 20 RT dt sounds fancy, but all it means is add up the CO₂ absorbed every instant across the whole 20 years. Let's make it interactive. Imagine you're tracking a plant's growth on a graph. The x-axis is time, like years of its life. The y-axis is the rate of CO₂ absorption. As the plant grows, that curve rises, peaks, then falls. The area under that curve? That's the total CO₂ absorbed. And that's what integration gives us. So what's a realistic formula for RT? Well, scientists often use something like RT equal sign AE circumflex, BT, where A and B are constants based on the plant species. This formula helps model how the absorption rate rises and falls as the plant ages. If you integrate that formula, you get the total CO₂ absorbed over its life. Let's try a quick example. Suppose a plant's absorption follows RT equal sign 2T asterisk E circumflex dash 0.1T. If you integrate this from T equal sign 0 to T equal sign 20, you find out exactly how much CO₂ it's removed from the atmosphere in 20 years. Grab your calculator or your favorite math software and see what you get. So next time you walk past a tree, think about the invisible math happening every second. Integration isn't just something you do in class, it's literally how we understand our planet. If you want to try this out, pause the video, pick a function for RT, and try finding the total CO₂ absorbed over whatever lifespan you choose. Drop your answers or questions in the comments. Remember, math is everywhere, even in the air we breathe. Stay curious.